be ridiculous on Twitch, I don't need to be ridiculous on TikTok. That's just how I look at it. I mean, you were here last night.
And yes, and see that's where TikTok helps me, because then
Yeah.
I can do the little things that I don't have to be so structured about doing, and so that's kind of where TikTok will help me, and I'll gain from that a little bit, and I have been investing a little time in there and over there, but
And it's worth it for you. Like, it's totally. And by the way, I'm not, no knock to it. Like, I'm just honest with that with me, right?
yeah, and to be quite frank with you, I don't know. I mean, I have a presence on Twitch, but here's the thing. I really love how Twitch does their stuff. I think they're probably the best at affiliate marketing and affiliate, programming and monetizing that I've seen out there, and I've seen a lot of them, and I've been through a lot of them, and I think they're probably the best at it that I've seen, and that's my motivation for being on Twitch. But I'm not the Twitch audience, right? I don't do role playing games. I don't do video games, not at present, and not to say that I won't, because I have a market niche there too with indie stuff. I could do indie role playing games. I could do indie
Yeah.
video games pretty easily,
Yeah.
and all of those things. And I would, if I had the time and invested the time in it, and that's probably when Twitch will become beneficial for me. But I wanted to be here just to plant a little flag, just a placeholder.
We like for us, like your YouTube is my Twitch,
Yeah.
right? And that's, what's totally fine. Like, we all have our approaches, right?
Absolutely.
And the fact of the matter is, you'll be king of the YouTube, because YouTube is all about network executives and all that stuff. And I can totally see it. One day you'll show up like a gangster, cool shades, doing like the jazz, doing like the Blues Brothers thing, right?
Yeah.
And Joe, I run this place, and just like, and that's totally it. Like, for me, I look at, like, I'm a sole proprietor type of entrepreneur. I could definitely be partnered with people, but I think I play best when I play under my own rules. I've learned this already kind of a long time ago, and I could, if I have to incorporate, that requires me to be a bigger adult than I'm comfortable being. Right. So
how do you handle your writing? Did you just did sole proprieting writing, and you're just going to go that route, or you because I mean, at some point too, you're thinking about traditionally publishing as well. So are you?
So here's my traditional publishing question. This is going forward for me, right? Because just based on the fact that I'm in a unique position in the sense that I'm kind of a brand already.
Yeah.
That kills a lot of smaller publishers to work with for me, because I'm bigger than some of the publishers out there already.
Yeah.
And that wasn't right. That wasn't my intention exactly, but it kind of happened.
Yeah.
Right? So, I'm in a very unique spot with this, because I have a publisher. I have some publishers I really like, and I would really like to work with.
Mm-hmm.
But what it comes down for me to is this: what do you offer that I can't get on my own?
Yeah.
Right. That's my whole business question. Right. If you okay, I'm going to have next year a comic book going. I'm going to have next year another novel series. I'm going to have 3 novel series in various forms going. That's my business, like my writing business model for me. I'm going to tell my stories, and I'm going to build intellectual property. Why?
Yeah.
Because it makes sense to do that. I'm going to still do my show on a regular basis as well. So as far as me doing things for free in terms of for anybody else, no, I'm not doing that. It's just I'm past that point. You have to come to me with an offer for something I do not have on my own now.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm not going to work with you. It's not even like how do I put this? It's not even personal.
Yeah.
I have to look at this realistically. I have to invest excess amount of time into something for my publisher. why do I even have my publisher? Right, now,
Right.
there are some things that I will. There are some things that make sense on the marketing end that I should be involved with, but let's get real here. I mean, I'm not. I don't. I can get people to interview on my podcast, and like a surprisingly interesting range of people to come on my podcast to interview. So I have access to a lot of different venues and realms that right on my own.
Yeah.
So I can promote in places already that traditionally publishers can't promote.
Yeah.
So what are you offering me that I can't? So what are you offering me?
Right.
Because it's also why I don't have a publicist, right?
Yeah.
Do I do it? Do I? It's funny. Like because I don't seek permission. I just do things. You know that, right? And that's a problem in one sense because someone's trying to offer me something. Well, I can go get it. So what? Like, I mean that becomes a lot trickier, right? And if I find a hit, God help them if I ever make a hit, because my price is going to be through the fucking roof at that point. But that's how you gotta look. That's how you gotta look at it, right? You can't. I don't care about validation. I got that. Like I already have. I've been validated. I don't need that validation anymore.
You've come to the point that a lot of actors deal with. This happens to a lot of actors. I've seen it. I've lived it with many actors. They'll start out and do everything. They'll do the student films. They'll do the bit parts. They'll PA on film sets just to be on a film set and to get knowledge and get contacts, and they'll do all that. But at a certain point, you become the guy that does everything for free, and everybody knows that. So they come to you first with a part. And yeah, that might be the juiciest part you've ever seen. But at some point, you've got to turn to them and go, no, I have a price, and this is the price you have to pay to get me. You want me on your set, this is what you got to do that. And there's and people will, and those people will take it personal, but it's not personal. It's business. It's not show friends, it's show business. And if you want to be an actor that makes it to the next level and to the next level and to the next level, you got to constantly be doing that. Because if you don't, you're going to be the guy that does student films your whole life and never see a dime and wonder why you don't get paid for 30 years of acting.